So the book you're referencing is The Easy Way to Quit Drinking.
Yes.
By Alan Carr. And now, speaking
Easy Way to Stop Drinking.
Easy Way to Stop, what did I say?
Quit.
Oh, you're right. Easy Way to Stop.
Quit makes it sound like it's something that you should enjoy doing. Quitting is like hard. Stopping is just like, nah, I'm done.
You're right. So, speaking of coincidence.
Yeah.
Have I ever told you, I swear to God I've emailed you this, but I don't know if you knew I was being serious, that you like sort of changed my life with this whole thing?
Yeah.
Because what happened was, when you're drinking, you know how you're hyper aware when people mention drinking? Like you're just like I just assumed everyone was hungover all the time. Like you're just like, it's your life kind of.
Yeah.
And I was listening to some podcast and I was going through like I was drinking like pretty much every night, blacking out pretty much every night. And I was listening to this podcast. I think it might have been Marin, but like at Montreal or something.
Right.
So you were on, but it was a bunch of people. You were like coming on. And it was like an offhanded comment. You're telling a story and you just said, oh, I did Montreal sober for the first time. And I was like, what? Because the last time I saw you, we were both drunk.
Yes.
And I was so jealous. Like when I heard you say it, I was like, oh my God, I was so envious and like just couldn't figure out like how, like, I couldn't wait to talk to you. And so somehow I had a new phone. I didn't have your cell phone number.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if I would have called anyway, because like reaching out it's very difficult to like reach out for. So I was drunk that night, like really, really drunk. And I take out my phone, I go on Twitter, and I saw that you followed me. And so I direct messaged you on Twitter. And I said like, how the hell did you quit? Like I'm having a little trouble quitting. And then at 3 a.m, I woke up and was like, what did I do? And I got embarrassed and I deleted it. So I deleted my message to you.
Yeah.
And so then I woke up like 6 hours after that. And there was no response from you at that time. It was a couple hours later. And then when I woke up, like somehow you like had seen the message and like answered me. And it was so bizarre because my message wasn't even there anymore. I thought, oh, maybe I got rid of it before she saw it.
No, I think those just stay. You can erase it on your end.
Yeah, like what am I talking about that you can erase?
A DM?
Like
no.
It's like me saying like, oh, I erase a text and then
maybe
that was a
they go and you can delete a tweet, but you can't delete a DM.
But so you and you messaged me about
about the easy way to stop drinking. The best method to stop anything is this Alan Carr method, and I believe in it so hard. I mean, and especially when I encounter someone who is in your position that I'm like, oh, I think he really is like done and wants to. Obviously, he's asking to be like, how'd you do it? Because if you just throw the book at people and be like, hey, you have a problem, they're not going to read it. But like, that was, I could tell that you were very, that there was a good chance you would read it and respond to it.
Yeah, and I was at such a low point. I didn't even understand how DMs worked on Twiter. I mean, that's how bad things had gotten.
That's when you know it's a new bottom.
That's when you don't even understand.
When you think you can delete DMs.
What was I thinking? So you recommend a book, and it sounds crazy. And I text you back to give myself some sort of accountability.
Yeah.
And so I bought the book and I read it, and that was, I'm looking at this app I have that like says when I quit drinking, and that literally was almost 4 years ago, 3.8.
Oh my God.
From finishing the book.
I love that so much. That's a long time.
It's crazy. And so I get so excited because that day we talked, we were doing this sketch week with our friends, the sketch comedy week, and there's some drinking involved. And then I heard you on the podcast, and then I just watched you do all these just awesome shit, man, like in comedy. I was so excited because at the time it was like you were always a great comic and you were always worked, but you know, it seemed like there was somewhere else for you to go. Yes.
I mean, I just realized drinking was... I wasn't going to be able to reach my full potential if I was hungover every day. It was me putting a barrier in front of, like, I could do it, but it would be a lot bigger struggle. But I was just like, why fuck up this opportunity right now? And all the comics that I, like, really respect don't drink a lot.
Yes.
And that who really succeed and work hard. I mean, it's about working hard, and drinking, it doesn't allow you to work hard.
It's so time consuming.
It's time consuming, and it ruins not only the time you're drunk, but the next day. My hangovers were just, if it wasn't for hangovers, I think I still would drink. But thank God, because they're the most painful thing I've ever been through, and I just hated it. And I just was done with feeling bad. And just feeling regret, and like, I have enough shit to worry about. Why am I putting myself in a position where I say stupid shit and do stupid things.
Right.
And reading, I read his book, It's an Easy Way to Stop Smoking, and it worked like a charm. It worked on my mom, too. She smoked for 30 years. And then I forget how I knew about the book, but I guess I just was like, what else is he doing? And then he had this drinking book, and I was like, I ordered it ahead of time. Like, I just knew that someday I was going to quit drinking because I was like, this isn't going anywhere good.